This is Scorecard. Today on the program, we are in another urban area of Lagos, and this local government in particular stretches to the border areas between Lagos and Ogun State. It is also worthy of note that it is in this local government that the late father of the incumbent deputy governor, that's talking about His Excellency Dr. Femi Hamzat, built his political empire before he became a king in his hometown until his demise. My name is Umi Ayeni, and I'm going to take this time out. When we come back, I will lead you to this local government we are talking about and also meet with the chairman of this local government before we begin to explore their world, how far they have gone since assumption of office. We'll be back in just a jiffy. Welcome back. In case you're just joining us, this is still Scorecard. And if you were with us at the beginning of the program, I said we are in an urban area of Lagos today on the program, and that's talking about Ojodu Local Council Development Area. This local government is one of the very peculiar local governments in Lagos because it stretches to the border areas between Lagos and Ogun State. And also another very unique thing about this local government is the fact that the late father of the incumbent deputy governor, that's Dr. Femi Hamzat, built his political empire here before he left to become the Oba of his hometown until he died. We want to delve into their world here to see how far it has taken the chairman, the incumbent chairman of this local government in the last 3 years. What are the achievements that he can have on his record sheet? And I have him here with me. That's talking about engineer Julius Oloro. Nice having you on the program, sir.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, we've met a couple of times back, and I've heard so much about you. But let's go straight to the issue of today. On the program, we used to showcase what our local government chairmen have recorded, the successes they have recorded in 4 key areas of development. We're talking about the infrastructure, we'll talk about the education, we'll talk about environment, and also the last one, which is human and healthcare development of this local government. But we take it one after the other. In the area of infrastructural development of this community, what are the successes that you have achieved so far?
Well, thank you, my what do I call you? Interviewer.
Yes, sir.
We've achieved a lot in so many areas. On education, we've done a lot. We built primary schools. We've rehabilitated primary schools. We have 6 schools in Ojodu. We have Ogba, we have Okera, we have Ojodu 1, we have Ojodu 2, we have Ojodu 3. All those schools we have built 6 blocks of classroom to all the schools each. We've done that in the last couple of years. We've partnered with an NGO that helped us to build a 8 classroom complex at Ogba also. To complement what we are doing. We have given out forms, GC forms to people. We bought JAM forms also. We've given, in education, we are fortunate to always, in time of spelling bee, we Ojodu in the 2014, we have a one-day governor in Ojodu.
Okay.
Fortunately, I was the one that was a shaman then, and I'm now a shaman now. So now this year, our student came second in the spelling bee.
Wow.
We didn't make it, but we are known for success in terms of educational discipline.
Okay.
We always call our students, we support them with weekly assessment sheets, notebooks, all those things that will help them in furthering their educations. We have, in the past, we have provided benches and desks and tables for teachers. We have done that. We have given all our schools in Ojodu are having computer section. In Ojodu, we bought it during the first administration. We give them generator to power it. We are giving them a stipend to buy fuel. So that we've been doing that. And recently now, we have a vocational training centers, which we introduced an ICT with almost 50 to 60 computers. That, as I'm talking to you, we have almost 300 graduates that are graduating now. They finish how to repair computer, how to put software, all those things. They've done it for them. They're just waiting for me to come and give them send their certificate to them, which we're doing as soon as we are ready for it. They are very, very small kids. Those are part of the thing we use to make sure that we have a solid foundation when it comes to education. Because when you give education to children, it will give you rest at the later age rather than just leaving them in there. We don't joke with youth in our local government.
Okay.
We make sure we have them. What are you doing? What do you want to do? We've given out empowerment. So people that are entrepreneur, we gave out that is what's called it, fashion, the old fashion equipment, everything.
The artisan.
We make sure we provide what they needed as tools that make them be what they want to be in life.
Okay.
Be as it may, when we move from education to infrastructure, our local government is part of Ikeja, but is the least developed local government in Ikeja. But when we came on board, we have a lot of infrastructure challenges, be it roads, be it dilapidated buildings. We have to start as if we are starting afresh. We don't have the secretarial. By the time the created local government, the secretarial we are using is a rented apartment. It was when we came that the former chairman bought this landed property. I happened to be the advice then. Then from there, he handed over to me. We are building Ashwabla Ahmed Tinubu ultra modern complex, office complex, which we are planning to finish it before December or early January. Because we found out that the staff are even choked. There's no more space. In most of the offices, you can have many staffs, close to 12, 15, 20 in an office. So there's a need for expansion. So we do things when there are necessity for it. We don't just waste going money for not wasting sake or just to make a noise. We look at it, there's a need for it, we are doing it. The project is almost 280 million. We are not collecting money from anybody. It is the money we are raising from the allocation from federal governments and the IGR that we are using to fund the project, because we believe we don't have to allow the council to go into in debt before we can perform our responsibility. So we are trying to be prudent in our expenditure. We don't spend lavishly. We are being guided by the financial management in our local government. That's why we are able to do what we are doing. We have done roads. There was a road in Aguda. That area is very densely populated. During our campaigns, we met them. They told us that they are going to vote for us, but the problem that we promised they are going to do the road for them. I made a promise, and the road and drainage is getting to almost 100 million. I prorate my expenses. I was able to meet up with the target, and today that road is being built. It has a street light, it has a walkway, and other facilities that make life meaningful for the people inhabitants living in that areas. So we have done that. We have done so many other roles. We have done some patching, rehabilitations, because when you go out, you sit yourself. That we have done a lot. And in terms of environment, our local government is prone to flooding. So we don't joke with cleaning of drainage. We don't joke with making sure that our environments are clean, and we don't encourage people dumping refuse into canal. We have a canal that's run from our local government to Ogun State, Alagbole. So recently we just did a palliative measure when the canal over flooded to the community, and the community cry out. We have to immediately ask the council engineer to move in and do some palliative measure. Recently I've just write a letter to the Minister of Environment to come and rescue us, because that project is very massive. The local government cannot do it alone. So that's part of our activities in the local government. On net, we have 6 health facilities. We have 6 wards. And we have 6 PHCs in Ojodu. Well, among the 6 PHCs, one is running 24 hours.
Wow.
In fact, that one is Badamasi, is well known in Lagos State among the PHC that is performing, that generates a lot of people that patronize it daily. They get back there, they do a lot of things there. So we have they test HIV, tuberculosis all over there in alliance with MTN, they supported us, and the WHO organization. So, and each time occasionally we call our people, we do daily checks, they test their BP, all those things, and we have drugs free of charge to them to complement. Occasionally we don't let do that. And then we call an elderly among us, we call them senior citizen. We give them 5,000, maybe 100, maybe 200, and widowers, we give them food. Those things are what we have done so far to date. And the records are there for you to see. We have when we are launching our 5 days office, all those things are inside our magazine. Okay. So many things we have done, but I can't mention.
Let's look at youth development, skill acquisitions, what we have done essentially for the youth to develop them.
Well, like what I mentioned here, I do said that we occasionally we always call a meeting of, we call it youth summit. Okay. We ask them what are you up to, what you want to do, what you intend to do, how are the area, can we partner together with you, so that I let them realize that being a graduate and looking for popular job, there's no more job in this society anymore. Being a graduate is a first step for you to use your brain and think of what you can do. You can be a graduate and be a Indos organized and Indomie seller. Oh, yes. And you make millions out of it.
Of course.
That's what you cannot do. It's based on an initiative and the concept you are with it. So all those things, we do educate them. But when they brought their proposal, what we can do, one-on-one basis, we do assist them. We have an project at Ogboluwole, we have Tie and Die, we have almost 25 schemes are there for them to partner. Direct, all those things, everything is there. We have done it, people go there. In fact, there are a lot of graduates now, graduate on that. We want to give certificates, which we are going to do anywhere from now. And we are going to invite you people also and other people to come and do it for them. Then we now give them a little tools in terms of financial support for them to start on their own.
Now, let me wrap it up this way. What is that peculiar thing about Ojodu people? Like for somebody watching this program that has never been to this part of Lagos and is wishing and willing to come here, what is that information you want to pass to him about the people of this community?
The first information is that this Ojodu local government is an hub of Lagos State because it's part of Ikeja, capital of Lagos State. And presently, as I'm talking to you, I'm building a 500 shopping complex in North Barite Market, partner with an NGO, what do you call them? with private participation arrangement.
Yeah.
It's completion now. We are going to open it around October. If you go there, you see it. 500 shopping complex with all facility encompassed and going to be run 24 hours. It has never happened in the city of Lagos, in Lagos State, that any local government can build such. The one that was built by Tejo Show. Go to Tejo Show and come and assess the one we are building in our local government. You will know. I don't need to tell you the difference, but you go and see Tejo Show and visit Aba Mogaji shopping complex. That's one we are building now. By October, we are doing the commissioning. So it has lift, it has conveyors to everything, and it's going to be working 24 hours.
Wow.
Maintenance. No, not that we go. Nothing. So it's there. It's completion. So that's part of our achievement. So that people will be coming all over from Epe, from there, be buying shops over there. People that, so it's that one alone is even propagating us. You want to come to, because that is the Sunday market, which all the Lagos people in Lagos they are patronizing every Sunday.
Oh, yes.
So very close to that place, so people know that this thing is massive. So people are making inquiry and they are buying shops there because they believe it's a laudable project. So his son is there. You can see its completion. I just do some finishing touch now.
Okay. Now, what do you want the government at the state to do in order to register their presence more in this local government?
The state governments have been helping us all along. There's nothing we have that we ask them to assist that they will not. We will just continue to ask them to continue to help us repair our roads and do expansion. Presently, we are planning to link this road to Alagbole. We have approached the state. They've done the cost analysis before the last administration. We are going to inform the current administration to help us make the project a reality project, so that there are people from Ogun State, people from Ifo can as well pass through our area to Agege, rather than having to go through Bega, where there will be a traffic congestion. They will just pass through this and get to Ogba and Agege without having a more hold up to Ekata before getting to their destination. And we help the economy of the community, and it will help people that are doing one or two entrepreneurial skills. They will be faster to get to their destination and sell their produce and come back within a matter of time, rather than getting hooked in an odor. Those are the things that help us to open up our road to link Ogun State, which is Ifo. That's one of our prayers from Lagos State government.
Come a long way, sir. And I must commend you for achieving so much in a short frame of time. Nice talking to you on the program today, sir.
Thank you.
Yes. In case you're just joining us, wow, you have missed out on the very, very elaborate discussion I just had with the chairman about Ojodu Local Council Development Area. The chairman had told us all that he had achieved within a short frame of time in this local government. And I must say this is quite spontaneous. And in order to establish whether or not these are facts that we can hold on to, it's time to take you out to town to see the project, to see the roads, to see the schools, and of course to talk to people, to ask them about his achievements so far in the last 2 years. And as we always do, from there we shall be saying our bye-bye on the program today. And this is Wumi Ayeni, and I want to say always be on the lookout for Scorecard, as next time around it could be your local government that we shall be visiting. This is saying see you next time.
When people elected us into office, and we worked together as a team under the leadership of my chairman, Engineer Julius Olumiwa Oloro. When we came into the council, we have our cardinal goal, and the modus of operators of our local government is that service to the people. We want to serve our people, to give back to the people that have voted us in, and that is what we have been doing. When we came in, we had a stakeholder meeting and discussed about the projects that we want to do in all wards. That's some projects. On the healthcare, we visited all the healthcare centers. We look at what we need to do and how to upgrade them. On the education, we went to all the schools. We look at the one that needed refurbishment and we pin them down. The one that we needed to produce benches and chairs for them, we did. And in terms of healthcare environment, we look at all our environments. We look at the drains. We make sure health is wealth. Where you can talk about the waste issue in our local government in those days. We look at how to tackle all this waste issue. And for the people that voted us in also, we look at how we want to impact on their lives. That is empowerment program and the training of our youth and the empowerment of our youth. These are the things that we have done. It's a thing of pride that during these holidays, the students that were supposed to be roaming about, they were engaged. And let me tell you, the first set passed out just last week and in computer training of different skills. And we are happy on that.
The legislative and the executive arms of the government, we are just like a family in this local government. We've been having a very cordial relationship in terms of personal relationship with the executive. We've been having a very wonderful rapport with each other. There is no any item of disagreement or whatsoever because we all came from the same background, and which give us a very understanding relationship with the executive arms of government. We even give him beyond 10 marks because he has done things that some people have not done before now in this local government. You can see the FDFs at the back of this hall here. It's part of the legacy that is leaving behind. We cannot count. There are so many numerous projects that has been embarked on by the executive chairman of this local government, which is very, very interesting.
In Ojodu LCDA here, we've really enjoyed the service of the chairman because he has done wonderfully well concerning health matters. And we have 6 PhD in Ojodu, and I happen to be one of the chairman for one of those PhD. So in the past, we have never seen it as wonderful as this, but the chairman has done a lot in developing the PhDs we have. And at the extent that we have gone now, we have found out that even the remaining needs that are required in some of the PhDs, he has promised that definitely they will be met. Like in my PhDs in Ogba, the laboratory that we never even expected will be functioning has started functioning. So you need to visit the PhD, you will know it's wonderful. And with all the support we've been getting from him, we know the sky is the limit.
Actually, the road was terrible. It wasn't hard before. But when Honorable Julius Oloro came in, they did a great job by tarring the road. They tarred the road for us recently, and we are grateful for that. And a lot of people have been enjoying this because people now drive through the streets, unlike before. It was in a terrible state before. He has tried, but he still needs to do more so that people can feel his impact. Though some people will complain, he has not tried, he has not. To me, he has tried. But I'll give him 85%.